What has the Illuminati got to do with inversion? Besides the obvious, it is the covert machine behind the mass consumption of inversion. So what's the agenda of inversion? It is to deny Jesus Christ, who is the vaccine for the sin virus. That is, they, the Illuminati, don't want you to live in accordance to and with God. They want you to sin by replicating their examples without you even knowing it. They also know that your soul is eternal. This is something that is not taught in your school education at any point in time. Once we come to the terms that we are eternal, then their agenda becomes more viler and more apparent. Therefore, I am here to tell you that to be forewarned is to be forearmed, as the saying goes. Or as Thomas Jefferson, the famous American third president, once said, "The price of freedom is eternal vigilance." They are all inverted with their hearts metaphorically, replaced by a stone. This prevents them from giving their heart to Jesus and escaping the Illuminati, as they believe that they are heartless. They are programmed that when they hear Jesus loves you, they hear Jesus hates you. The favourite front for Illuminati is a Christian clergy, just like Hillsong for the New Ages. Does the Illuminati go back beyond the Bavarian 1776 story? Being a secret society, the Illuminati are likened to the deep state, as it is known on the net. I like to call it the deep asleep state, pertaining to we, the public, don't have a clue what's going on until you wake up to the hypnotism the Illuminati are involved in, since the time of the Egyptian god Set. Set was the god of chaos, storms, disorder, violence, and foreigners. In ancient Greek, Set is known as Seth, acquainted with Satan in short, the god of the Egyptian underworld. The Eye of Horus is in line with the Age of Horus, according to Aleister Crowley. Horus's eye is deemed to be the all-seeing eye found on the US monetary system, which also dates back to Egyptian times with the deity Horus, depicted falcon-headed. Horus is known as the tutelary deity, tutelary meaning the protector, the guardian per se of the state territory at that time of Egypt. The Zeitgeist patron of any state or territory thereafter. That's why they like to align themselves with Horus. The pyramid is also another standout Egyptian symbol for the Illuminati, which of course leads to the notion that everyone can become rich and famous using pyramid technology and symbolism, doing it their way. But like pyramid selling, you start at the bottom unless you are desperate enough for fame and fortune to climb to the top, and then you are prepared to do anything. The prepared to do anything mindset will surely expose you to and be tempted to the term and practice of bloodletting, starting with your name signed in blood. That's right, folks, a deal with the devil himself. Since the time of Robert Johnson had his meeting at the crossroads for music lovers, since the time Jesus was tempted by the devil, they have been around since time immemorable. Despite perceived elusiveness, once a year, suspected Illuminati members are said to have a public meeting under what is called the Bilderberg Group. They discuss what is called Atlanticism, which is deemed to be the movement between the US and Europe to promote prosperity and influence, which is exactly why journalists are banned from attending. Although the 120 to 150 attendees are named and some of their decrees are listed, some feel this is somewhat a yearly general meeting for the New World Order. For example, in 2016, the agenda was published including the topics of cybersecurity, energy and commodity prices, Russia, China, and the term precariat, which means a social class formed by people suffering from a condition of existence without predictability or security, affecting material or psychological welfare. In 2019, one of the key topics discussed at the Montreux Bilderberg meeting in Switzerland is, quote, the weaponization of social media. How does the Illuminati actually control the masses? The term magic takes many different forms. Human sacrifices and blood sacrifices have been done for many thousands of years, just like the Incas did at the top of their pyramids. to invoke spiritual powers and or demons in public. The Illuminati elite over time have hoarded the big daddy demons to themselves and know how to invoke them. Some would call this channeling on some levels, and some would call this demonic possession. There is also mind control elements to this under what is called MK Ultra or monarch programming, of which I will talk about in a separate episode altogether. However, MK Ultra is the peripheral result of mind control to get other people or beings to do your will or magic. And this started in the 1950s under CIA control. This was taken from the progeny work of the Nazis in the Second World War. It was the Nazi scientist Joseph Mengele who perfected the science of mind control, the how to break down the mind and compartmentalize it. What is mind control? What is mind control? Mind control typically begins when a child is 18 months old. Illuminati programmers begin subjecting victims to traumas, which in turn causes the mind to splinter into fragments and create different, independently programmable personalities. What is called DID, or dissociative identity disorder. The trauma ensures that amnesia walls are built between these thousands of personalities. Each personality can then be programmed into anything the Illuminati wishes, from celebrities to sex slaves to geniuses pre-programmed to release a certain invention at a certain time in the future. The Illuminati can create photographic memories in its members by scarring their brainstem. In the 1970s, the Illuminati started externalizing the hierarchy and began using mass mind control techniques, which is still perfected to this very day. Members of the bloodlines intentionally insert Illuminati symbols in popular movies and other media in order to bring about the externalization of the hierarchy, spreading the word per se. Repetition of Illuminati signs and symbols have figured hugely with those who are in the public eye. So stay tuned and remember, the truth will set you free.